everyone, welcome to Watch It Paint It. In this video we're going to be doing another model box unboxing. Normally I'm saying how time's flying, how close we're getting to Christmas, the year's whizzing by. It's been Christmas. What am I going to say? It's already whizzing by. We've had another month disappear. We're back round, we're going back towards Christmas. Guys, if you don't know what Model Box is, it is a monthly subscription box into a window into the miniature world, the model world, and you get a surprise box every month through the post with some random, not exactly random, there's a theme with some items that represent that theme, some miniatures, some paints, some tools, some scenery, that sort of thing in the box. Subscription, very similar to Loot Crate. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go and check out the first video where I discuss the subscription model that they use and a bit more about it if you would like to hear more. Now, if you guys are ever concerned about the genuineness of how excited I am about this, I moved house about a month and a half ago, and I've been getting texts saying there's some post there for me for a while. I've just been ignoring it. The second I got a message saying there was a parcel and I knew it was Model Box going to be at the wrong address, I was there within 3 hours. Like, not been around for a month and a half, but went straight away to get that because I wanted to see what was in this month. I also can't remember the theme as normal, so it's going to be a little bit of a surprise for me. Anyway, guys, shall we see what's in it? But before we do, can I just ask you guys, let me know in the comments below. I'd consider doing this live on a live stream, try and set it up for a time that most of you might be able to join us. Would you like to see it live without me knowing the theme and we can play along and join me in the chat? Let me know in the comments below if you're happy watching it after the fact of me unboxing, or if you'd like to see a live one, just let me know that in the comments. It would have been semi-easier for me to do live because, well, as you know, laptop got stolen, so editing is a bit of a problem, so you're probably going to get the raw footage of this one. Anyway, let me know. Right, let's see what's in it, guys. Oh, I almost looked at that. I will put it to one side. Even if I know the theme, I like to not have the spoilers there, which is ironic when I'm spoiling this for you guys. The packaging has changed. It's tissue paper. This used to be that messy straw thing that I really liked. I never saw it anywhere else, but it was messy. I always ended up with bits of wood or straw all over my desk. Maybe I shouldn't have ripped that open. That was like a barbarian there. So they've stuck with some sweets. I forgot to mention you get sweets or candy, whichever country you're in. So a bit of Frutella or Duo stick. So something for if you've got a sweet tooth, perfect. If you haven't and you've got kids, they've probably got a sweet tooth. Or if you've got a Benson, they also have a sweet tooth. So it normally throws in a little bit of sweeties. So in this one, we're getting a Model Box paintbrush. There's no protector on it. So we're getting, looks like a, what would you say that is, guys? A #1 brush. I gave that a lick, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. But I'd say that's got a pretty nice tip on it. I can't tell what sort of brush that is. I wouldn't have said it was Kolinsky, for example. It almost looked a bit synthetic, but it has got proper bristles as far as I can tell. No doubt that little pamphlet that you get with it will explain it, so I will check that out. But no plastic tip. Oh, no, it fell off. Whew! I was going to complain, like, well, that's just going to get ruined within seconds. So it does have a nib, and we'll find out exactly what that is. But as I mentioned, you get tools. That's the second Model Box paintbrush I've ever got. So it's not super common, but you do sometimes get it. And I love that it says Model Box on it. Now, we've got 2 game colour ranges. Ghost Grey, that's actually, and Desert Yellow. Now, I own the entire game colour range, so this is unfortunately like a miss with me. But what I can tell you is these are 2 colours I use a lot. Desert Yellow is absolutely fantastic. This is a beautiful colour. If you're painting any fantasy range miniatures, this colour comes up a lot, and you can use it to highlight sort of leather brown looks and feels as well. A bit of dry brushing with that gives a really poppy edge highlight, so that is a fantastic colour. And Ghost Grey is just a slightly grey blue off-white, and I use this a lot if I want to paint. Often if I want to paint a white miniature, this might be the first colour I go with, and then I highlight it up to white, that sort of thing. It's often you want a bluey grey white, so these are great. And then again, it's been asked a few times, I sometimes use these game colours direct as both the primer and the base coat, and that's just because I read in the PDF on their website at some point that these were adhesive enough that they could be used direct as a primer, and I've used it a lot, probably 100 miniatures plus, and none of that paint has ever come off. So while I would still recommend a spray primer, this game colour did say, I don't know if it's easy to find that information anymore, but I've done it a million times and I've had no complaints with that. So good 2 colours. Fortunately, I've got them, but hopefully everybody else who got this box does not. Oh, I think I know the theme already. This is some sort of samurai. Straight away, the first thing I've seen. So it's going to be, samurai-based theme, Japanese-based theme, something like that. So what do we get here? We got a warbanner.co.uk. Another thing, you often get these products are made in the UK, which might be irrelevant for you guys outside of the UK, but being in the UK myself, it's quite nice to see some things coming from the country. And yeah, this is a Footsaw Miniatures. What banner? What? Why are there two? Makers of the finest 28mm gaming miniatures. We only make miniatures we would game with. So warbanner.co.uk, but us on the back, it's footsawminiatures.co.uk. I'm not quite sure what the brand is, but you've got a little, that looks like a little MDF board. Let's get this out of the packet because it's rattly as anything, isn't it? So that's a weird board. It feels weird, but yeah, little, I think that's MDF. Just feels so smooth. And then a little samurai of some sort, maybe not a samurai, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, he looks some sort of Japanese sword fighter. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got nothing else like that. I'm not super stoked with a miniature. I'm never that fond of the pewter, the metal miniatures as the plastic ones. I always feel like they're not as good, but I don't know why. And once they're painted up, they often look just as good. But yeah, on the get-go, I'm never as impressed. But yeah, little different miniature for me. I've not seen anything like that before. Now there should also be, oh, I can just see the MODELBOX one. You get a MODELBOX exclusive miniature, and it used to be Fox, Rocks, the MODELBOX Fox, and they've stopped doing that. That was the last one last month, I think. So it's new for this year, and it's no longer going to be a fox. I'm very excited to see what that is, but I'm also going to be very sad to not see the foxes anymore. So this is Steel Fist Miniatures. Not heard of that one. So that's another great thing with all of these subscription-based boxes that you just find. Like, I've never heard of either of these companies, and if I happen to love painting one of these, then fantastic. They've introduced me something I've never heard of. So you've got a couple of, these are samurais this time, aren't they? So you've got a couple of headless samurais, but I'm guessing their heads are just there. There are, what's this big pole? It's a spear. One of them's having a spear. Whoa, what is that? One of them's got some sort of, I'd say sword, but look how big that handle is. What's that about? Somebody let me know up on their armory information. Let me know in the comments below, what is that? Because it is a sword, right? But it's such a large handle. It gives you a lot to hold, I guess. It's almost like a scythe, but a sword one. So I just said that I dislike metal miniatures, and then these look beautiful. Look at the detail. They're going to be cool. But again, I just feel like it's hard to see until it's painted, like harder than even plastic is. So you've got two matching looking samurais. You've got different heads. You've got this guy with a flat bobbly helmet. I think he's come off his little holder, so that's good. Saves me cutting that off. And then you've got this horned version. Look at that. That's cool. Again, I don't own any miniatures like this, and I often don't realise what I love painting until I've painted one. So, you know, maybe samurais are my new thing. We'll find out. A MODELBOX will help me discover that, which is, it's cool in itself. So the last bit we've got is the exclusive MODELBOX. Exclusive to MODELBOX, but it's not going to be, it's not rocks. What is it? Does it have a name anymore? Oh, I was so excited then. I thought it was a fox, and I thought I was wrong. That is a beautiful, see what I mean? Like, that looks so much better to me than metal. I guess this is resin though, and it comes with a base. You need to cut that off that block or cut a hole in the base to put it in. But this looks like, I thought it was female, but I can see his pecs. Looks like his pecs anyway sticking out. So it is a man. It's just a little bit hard to see under his hat. And look how cool that is. Wow. Now that's sweet. So this isn't samurai, because two of these were not samurais, but it's something similar. I'm not up on my historic Japanesey style thing, so I will look at that pamphlet in a minute and we'll all know together what it is. But that looks sick, right? I'm not imagining that. Look at the detail. You can see all those muscles. I'm going to struggle painting this well, but it's a nice looking miniature. If you've got a reason to play this, I guess RPG is great. You can have a Japanesey themed one. That would be sweet. So let's have a look at the card. Let's see what it says. So what's that say? Bushido? So is it exactly, like, I don't know exactly what that means, but yeah, it's samurai, two samurais. They are beautiful. I agree with that. So they've got a load of other stuff. Don't know anything about this sort of thing. It's not a MODELBOX without paint. So they do always give you two paints. And they are, yeah, the two I owe. So you might get random ones. but the two I got were sweet, really good colours, and game colour is a nice range. MODELBOX, so it was a Rosemary & Co, so that is actually a really high quality brush that's been branded. MODELBOX, it's Rosemary & Co. I've got a lot of their brushes, and they're really, really nice brushes to use. So that was a size 2. It looks quite small compared to the, where is it? So I've got a size 2 Redgrass Games, right? So this is what Benson and I have said in the past, like the numbers are difficult to know. Excuse that this has lost its fine point, but look at the size difference. Like they're not the same, right? That's why the numbers can be a little bit confusing. Share pictures of your MODELBOX. So they have a painting competition as well. I should mention that. You normally paint up something out of this box. No doubt it's going to be Yasuke, the African samurai. So it is a samurai, but I said it wasn't. That's how little I know. But it's bound to be this. It could be anything out of the box, to be honest. But they normally have a painting competition. There's normally a sweet prize. So if you do sign up for MODELBOX, be sure to check out Facebook and enter that competition. And then you get one extra character from Foot Swords Miniatures. So that was that little guy for me, wasn't it? Which I think that one looks more interesting. But, you know, it is what it is. Next month is sci-fantasy. Isn't that just sci-fi? Is there some slight difference? That's it, guys. That's a pretty sweet box. A lot of stuff that I've never painted. A load of Bushido. I don't know what that is. A load of Japanese samurais and that sort of thing. Some sweet paints and a little treat for Soph, I think. So we'll sort that out. And then, yeah, next month, this is more my thing. A bit of fantasy, except it's sci, so a bit futuristic fantasy. We'll find out next week, and I will be excited to receive it. Guys, if you want to check out MODELBOX, there will be a discount code in the description below. Save yourself 10% or something off your first order. It's no affiliation with me. I don't make any money from that, so enjoy if you'd like to try it out. And that's it, guys. Do let me know, as I mentioned, though, if you'd like to see this live and you can chat with me while we're having a look, and we can maybe even play the real Guess the Theme game without just told you all, but I'll have forgotten by next month. But let me know in the comments below anyway, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Guys, it is that time of the month again. Actually, it's not that time of the month, it's